Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this video, I wanted to bring you guys back to this older article. I know I've shown it several times, but I wanted to use that for the topic that I wanted to discuss in today's video. So I'll leave a link to it in the description. So for those of you who haven't seen it, you guys could check it out. So T-Mobile is getting ready to rev up the 4-carrier aggregation. It's already seen in some markets, but I fully anticipate across the entire year next year, we're going to see 4-carrier aggregation at more scale. But here's what I was thinking about last night, and I wrote it out on the paper. T-Mobile is going to be held back by device limitations. And let me explain why. So next year, we don't know how aggressive or the scale that they're going to, but C-band and DoD is going to be put on air. That's going to bring 2 additional channels of spectrum on air that they will have to aggregate. So even in markets where it's not as fragmented as, say, my market, you still have to aggregate 2 N41 channels, because at 100 megahertz is the max that you can possibly do on one channel. So if you have 140, 160, 180, you have to aggregate a second channel. So the 4-carrier aggregation already today comes N25, N71, and then 2 channels of N41. If you want to add another 2 channels of C-band and DoD, that's 6-carrier aggregation. Even next year, when the S24s come out, they will launch with 5-carrier aggregation. There won't be a device next year that's going to launch with 6-carrier aggregation. Not going to happen. And then in markets where T-Mobile is perhaps more aggressive on refarming, that's also going to be an issue. Once they start going N66, for example, my market, 30 megahertz of AWS. That's 20 by 20 AWS1, 10 by 10 AWS3. If they move that to NR, that's more channels that will need to be aggregated. So I would be aggregating N25, 20 by 20, N66, 20 by 20, N66, 10 by 10, N41, 40 megahertz, another channel of N41, 40 megahertz, and then 2 channels of C-band and DoD. I mean, we're talking at this point, we're talking like 7, 8, 9 carriers aggregation. So the devices now are going to be clearly the limitation. We could be several years out from seeing a device that can aggregate all of the NR combos as more traffic moves off of LTE. That's, in my opinion, going to hold back T-Mobile. Now that's not a negative to T-Mobile. That's clearly on the OEM side. But T-Mobile is moving very aggressively and very quickly, moving people off of LTE. So it is, in a sense, helping them because they can light up more aggregation on 5G of what the devices can do. So right now, the devices, they could do 4-carrier aggregation. Next year, it'll be 5. The year after, it should be 6. But to get to 7, 8, 9, I mean, you're gonna have to wait a couple of years to get there. So that's going to hold, in my opinion, going to hold back T-Mobile and Verizon and AT&T as well, because they have to deal with these device limitations as well as they want to maybe aggregate more NR channels. So I just wanted to discuss that in this video. Not really a big negative to T-Mobile, but it is going to hold them back some, especially from a fixed wireless access perspective, right? Just imagine a chipset inside of the router that could take advantage of all of the spectral efficiency and all of the aggregation on NR, right? N66, 25, 71, 41, 77, and 77. I mean, that's going to be a much better experience for the FWA customer as well. So those are just some thoughts this late evening that I wanted to share with you guys. Leave all your comments. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, follow the social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.